looks like a firework pattern. It's not a celebration of a holiday, but in the 1970s, humans turned to extraterrestrial civilizations. Earth coordinates sent. He is like a bright signal flare, twinkling in the dark cosmic forest. It is a claim of extraterrestrial intelligent life with unknown images. Here we are. Imagine that, in the vastness of the universe. If you need to design a map, tell a group, where are we? How would you describe it? This is not something out of science fiction. They were pioneers, the real challenges facing the Voyager probe. At that time, NASA scientists have separately a gold plate engraved with the map. Aluminum plates and gold records were sent to space. They not only carry the appearance of Earthlings, voices on Earth, music and images. It also contains a very important map. Pulsar map. This is the map, like intelligent life in the universe. Shows our Earth coordinates. But if they had this map, how can we find us with him? If you are a smart alien, can really rely on it. Have you found humanity's home planet? So let's look at this map. How does it work? This map was created by astronomers, astrophysicists. It was designed by Frank Drake, with another astronomer, Carl Sagan, and artist and writer leaders. Salzman-Sagan collaboration completed. Pulsars are a sea of rapidly rotating hammer stars. The remaining core after the explosion of the Innovation star. Their diameter, usually only 19 to 24 kilometers, about 12 to 15 kilometers, but the mass is usually more than twice that of the Sun. The pulsar would have to narrow beams of light, emit intense radiation, rotate with date. These beams of light, it looks like pulsing lights blinking in the dark. And each pulse, stars have their own unique pulse frequency. Make it depressed, identify. They're like toothprints in the universe. Unique. So these pulsars became Dreyas. Key points for mapping. Lake uses these pulses. Star designed a three-dimensional surface on a two-dimensional leather surface. Map. Centered on the Sun. Pulsars are connected to the Sun by solid lines. The length of each line represents the approximate distance between a pulsar and the Sun. Relative distance on each pulsar line, engraved with short vertical and horizontal lines. Representation of two custom numbers, oil 0 and a composed sequence. It's similar to the encoding that computers use. These numbers provides to unlock each pulse key information on the frequency of star pulses and the unique fingerprint of each pulsar. Take a look at deciphering these frequencies. You need to add a number and multiply it by a known time unit. Drake thinks, world unit on Earth. For example, minutes and hours are not universal. Therefore, his calculations are based on the supercontinuum of atomic clearing. Monthly signing cycle, that's King Yuan, the spin direction of an electron in a particle, relative to the spin direction of a proton. The time required for a change to occur, according to the measurements of Earthlings, about 0.7 seconds. Why choose blue? Because blue is the most abundant element in the universe. Drake thinks other intelligent life has a high probability of recognizing it. and understand the length of the 1,000 cycles of adventure. To help understand, he is on the cover of the record. Join this schematic diagram of King Yuan from 2 states. To indicate the monthly signing time, it is used as the basic unit of calculation. It's not enough. We also need to figure out how these pulsars are in 3 dimensions. Relative position in space. There is a special one on the map. The 15th line without dotted lines. It's not just the sun. The distance between the galactic center and the galactic center. He also defined 2-dimensional. Galactic plane. And the creeping structure of the Milky Way. The plane where most of the mass lies. And use that as a reference. Simultaneously at the end of each impulsive connection. Marked with a scale. This scale provides pulse, the vertical distance relative to the plane of the galaxy. The further the scale is from the end of the line, indicates that the pulsar is farther away from the silver, the plane where the center of gravity of the river is located. Let alien civilizations got a picture, pulsar panorama in 3 dimensions, and be able to accurately judge it. Space coordinates of the galaxy relative to the Milky Way. Theoretically, there is this picture. Alien civilization should be able to pulse localization by triangulation, accurately locate our solar system. Although these impulsive pulses, frequency and location are not constant, but scientists at the time found that impulsive impulse change push on time. The shift is showing regularity. The reason why the design at that time chose 14 pulse types. It is to provide multi-directional spatial positioning. The solution was carried out in the initial design. Even if some pulsar signals are attenuated, or there is an error, can still be corrected by other pulsars. Greatly enhances the fault tolerance of the map. And the gold record is being designed and taken out. The outside of the record is electroplated with high purity 1238. Its half-term period is 4.468 billion years. Extraterrestrial civilizations can learn from their decay. Calculate the time when Voyager left Earth. So we know what's going on. This is a map of pulsars. He is beyond time, space, and physical limitations. Become human civilization, a bridge to the rest of the universe. And yet, look back on this wonderful map of luck. Can it really lead aliens to us? Is currently traveling the farthest distance from the Earth that Z1 has flown. This is equivalent to 167 astronomical orders. It has currently the fastest man-made object to leave the solar system at a speed of about 17 kilometers per second. Fly outside the solar system. It seems like a long distance. Not to mention the universe or the galaxy car avatar. How insignificant. Even the solar system. It has not yet reached its true edge. The true one has been launched since September 5th, 1977. After 47 years, at the ultimate speed of human civilization, just flew out of the sun hive today. Entry angle. It is expected that in about 300 years, reaching the edge of the theoretical structure of the solar system, Oort cloud, and it will take 30,000 years to fully pass. However, this carries the coordinates of Earth's Milky Way galaxy, and a wealth of information about Earth's civilization. International drift bottle in 40,000 years, but not towards any particular constant. Star system, let alone during this period. it is possible to be captured by aliens. And because of the radioactivity of the fuel source it uses, decay its radioactive isotope thermal motor. The electrical power supplied will continue to decrease. In the near future, we will not be able to receive it either. Voyager 1 sends back any information. Before reaching the Oort cloud, Star C. Now we have passed through half a century. Looking back at the design of pulsar maps, this conversation across time and space. 4. Economic civilization establishes the connection between you and me. It can be said to be useless. Why has such an ingenious design failed? Below, let's take a look at a few of the fatal questions he has. Question. There are far more pulsars in our galaxy. Expect, when pioneers set off with this map. Although the collective song was discovered by the pulse, the star has passed 50 years, but humans don't know yet. The Milky Way galaxy is actually paying 1 billion similar lighthouse. Recent research table. There are about 100 million black holes in the Milky Way and 1 billion neutron star. Almost all neutron types have the properties of a pulsar. You just need their axis of rotation, and the magnetic axis is not fully aligned. To manage interstellar archives spanning tens of millions of light years, unlock this particular set of 14 signals. As in the Sahara Desert, looking for 14 grains of sand of a specific shape, and the inevitable errors in observations will cause the pulses we see. Stars are not unique. A more deadly crisis from space-time itself. These cosmic pendulums spinning hundreds of times per second. It doesn't just sit still in space. They are in the galaxy in the tens too. Hundreds of kilometers per second. Drifting in the galactic wall. Azimuth, changing the relative position of the solar system. Due to the Chopler effect, if a subject is moving away from the observer again, its observation frequency will be reduced by the red meter. Conversely, if he gets close to the observer, will increase the frequency due to the blue meter. Like brigades in different parts of the platform, passengers heard the train whistle in different tones, and they will be shaken by unpredictable, impulsive vision event, change heart rate, or become invisible due to aging, allowing an alien civilization to capture this star map. It's also hard to find pulsar lighthouses as shown on the map. Pulse stars as seen from Earth may look the same as stars from the Milky Way. It looks completely different from what you see elsewhere, because the space between the Earth and the impulse. There could be some kind of curvature of space-time. Therefore, the observed signal is distorted, causes pulses seen from different locations. The star position is not accurate. This may be subject to a similar mass. The attractive force of celestial bodies such as black holes, or the shadow of other physical phenomena in space. The sound changes the pulse signal, direction of propagation. In addition, when the pulse, the radio signal of the star is propagating, passing through the interstellar ring, brooding ion, dust and magnetic fields, the pulse signal is affected by the dispersion effect. One of the low frequencies, signals are subject to greater refraction and delay. High-frequency signals have less impact. This is similar to sunlight passing through three edges, dispersion formed by mirror, but it has the opposite effect. Inevitable dispersion effect in impulse center observations, resulting in electromagnetic waves of different frequencies. Different propagation speeds make the signal at the receiving end. There are different degrees of delay, and this result may cause inaccurate observations in the short term. Indeed, this is similar to passing through when observing distant scenery. They may shake or deform slightly, cause interstellar twinkling. Although the pulsar's own pulses are very precise, but their pulse may be influenced by relativistic effects, especially when viewed from a distance. If an alien civilization from other parts of the AC, the timing and frequency of pulsed pulses may be because of the place, the ball, and the relative position between them, and speed change. If a foreign civilization located near the departure of strong drinks, for example, near the center of the Milky Way, because a super black hole at the center of the galaxy, their time, it will pass more slowly relative to us. If they see a pulsar, they will feel pulsars pulsate more slowly than we see. This time dilation effect, to make sense of the letters on the map, information has also become more complex. Therefore, the intelligent beings in that position, it must also be taken from the standpoint of ultrafine monthly signature cycle of green lotus seeds, not a basic unit of time, to obtain the ideal data. But here's what you need to know. The environment in which poor words live, especially the difference in the magnetic field environment, the hyperfine transition period will also be different. In addition, if the pulsar enters an attractive force field, such as a two-wire system, and pulse signals also flood due to attractive forces, generate frequency offset, make the observation data inaccurate. The factors that cause are superimposed. Let the distant observer captured pulsar information became a distorted mirror image, so that the original signal is encrypted layer by layer. It's a butterfly effect. Using the decay of record cover 1238, the significance of doing time estimation has also become limited. In addition, we cannot dynamically, and a universe full of unknowns, finding a unified time scale and measurement standard. It's like a preset blockade. Make our footsteps imprisoned within easy reach. Are we doomed to be alone? Symbiosis I. From the first fear of the questioner. One last sigh at the end of my life. Perhaps it is this fighting power that runs through life. Let humans look up at the stars. Desire to find the resonance of life. Ah, the first traumatic signal. Greetings from a little green man mistaken for an alien civilization. Humans have started a cosmic gamble destined to be full of uncertainty. During the launch of the Pioneer and Voyager missions, impulsivity is still a very novel phenomenon. But less than half a century, pulsars are obsolete. Maybe locate our location. Better practice still records the astronomical properties of the sun and the mass of the stars, radius, atmospheric composition, and orbital parameters. these mundane cosmic identities. This may be better than a well-designed impulse code, more able to withstand the test of time and space. As we try, picture through the disk that once existed on Earth, ancien continent, to identify where a grain of sand on Earth has been. Past location, the results will only disappoint. But it is this courage with cognitive limitations. Let humans on a cosmic scale carve the imprint of existence. When a high civilization, trying to decipher this star map of dissatisfaction errors, they may marvel. This species is technologically adept. Expected imagination when reading to us the ancient star path. Vivid touch, reverence and yearning for the sky. Keep the courage, perhaps more significant than the map itself. Finally, you might say, perhaps there is a sufficiently advanced civilization. They might infer from these variations. Sell the identity and location of innovation, and the ability to correct the map. That's smart you, the civilization that believes it can crack the star map code. How would you treat this in an imperfect way? The species that knocks on the door of the universe. Voyager 1. Launched in 1977. 36 years. Finally stepped into outer space. Thinking of lonely drifting in space. For a simple reason. I just want to take a look at the outside world. Some people, there is only one in a lifetime. I didn't even bother to open the window. Your idol, all stars. And my idol, seek away, sing.